It is the 25th of June 2026, payday. Welcome to Career Campus, your weekly guide to navigating the world of career. I'm your host, Kelly Ramazani, and we do this every Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m. only on 90.4 FM if you are in Durban, 105.6 FM if you're in PMB, and anywhere else around the world on www.alansar.org.za. We are live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and probably TikTok, not so sure. Sponiso is the tech on duty. Shout out to him. You too can see us via these platforms by searching Alansar and going through those platforms. You'll be able to see us there. Shout out to you who is listening to us wherever you're listening from. We welcome you and thank you for choosing Alansar as your number one companion. Now, coming up on the show today, we're asking you, why do you think more and more people are getting lonelier? Specifically in this generation, compared to the previous ones, stats show that we are experiencing a lonely pandemic. So the question we're asking you is, why do you think we are experiencing this lonely pandemic? 0609041056. Why are young people losing the ability to meaningful relationships outside of their screens? Let me know what you think or what you have to say on 0609041056. You are in safe hands.
Radio Alansar, Durban 90.4 FM, Peter Maritzburg 105.6 FM.
WhatsApp us now on 060-904-1056.
Now, last week we asked you a question. Why do you think universities are keeping the curriculum the way it is? Okay, because the question is, are universities preparing students for the future, or are we paying to keep the past relevant? Around the world, many governments and universities, employers and students are having this difficult conversation. I think we too should be a part of it. Okay, the world is changing and it's changing faster than education. How can education keep up? How can we begin to study or learn about things that are relevant, things that are contributing to the future as well as our well-being? Now, we shared that in countries like China, universities have been restructuring programs and reducing enrollment in courses that are producing high graduate unemployment. So they said, hold on. Let's look at our unemployment rate. They said, okay, graduate unemployment, we're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These causes, we got a lot of unemployment in that. So they said, hold on, let's see, what can we do? And they came up with a solution to increase investment in fields such as artificial intelligence, semiconductor engineering, renewable energy, robotics, and advanced manufacturing. Okay, China is heading towards the future. They prefer to remain there, okay, as one of the leading nations in the world when it comes to technology and the advancement of AI. They love it there, okay, and they're saying, hey, hold on, we are willing to invest more and more into maintaining this position. Now, we do have countries around the world who are also opting for a different solution. It's no longer about the qualification that you have, it's about what skills do you have? What skill set do you have? And we're seeing this more and more, that people are no longer just hiring based on qualifications alone. Okay, they don't want to hire a graduate who has a degree, a bachelor's degree or master's degree in whatever fields that you have as that. Okay, they want you to come on board with skills, with a set of skills that is required. And you're probably wondering, what does this mean? Does it mean that I can now study whatever qualification I want because it does not matter? Well, to a certain extent, okay, because we are now in the era of making a living out of anything and everything with the help of social media, of course. You can become anything and anyone. However, it's also very important that you do bear in mind the economy of your country. So that matters. And having to study what is in demand in your country will help pay out. We've got so much, but first I want to read your messages on why do you think we are experiencing a lonely pandemic. Guys, I am so shocked to find out that even married couple are lonely. Wow, that is a new thing to me. Okay, I hear that more and more married people are lonely. Is it because you married the wrong partner? Is it because there's a misalignment? What is it? But today we're not talking about married people. We're talking about people in general, okay? What is the cause of the loneliness pandemic that we are going through? Because if you do notice, we have so many apps. We've got a gazillion apps. We've got WhatsApp, we've got Instagram, we've got TikTok, we've got LinkedIn, we've got Facebook, we've got X, we've got Threads, we've got WeChat, we've got and. However, we are still feeling disconnected. So my question is, how is that possible? We have never been more connected virtually in the history of human race like how we are right now. Like, you can connect with anybody from anywhere in the world in real time. However, we still feel like we are not together, okay? We have so many young people with hundreds and thousands of followers on social media, yet they lack few genuine connections. We have got networking events. We've got so many social gatherings. We are doing everything we need to do. However, it still feels like we are becoming professionally disconnected. Why is the question? 0609041056. Let me know what are your messages and we will attend to that. Coming up next, we're talking about all your favorite stuff because I've noticed some of the messages that come in. There's a pattern that I'm picking up. Okay, there's a pattern that I'm picking up, but I really want to thank you all for being a part of this show, for contributing to the well-being of this show. Thank you so much. I highly appreciate it. So keep those messages coming on 0609041056.
Radio Al-Ansar, 24/7, 365.
WhatsApp us now on 060 904 1056.
You've arrived at your destination.
You're listening to Career Compass on Radio Al-Ansar.
So quickly, left all my dreams in the backseat. We used to dream with paper planes, wrapped in a cape, planning our escape. Scars on my skin, learn from my mistakes. Tears in my eyes, wiped up from my face. The sun disappears till I hear my name. Is mama calling now? I'm an hour late. The older I get, the harder I fall. My dreams were so big, even though I was small. I was told that I can't, but I'm still gonna try. Now I'm up in the clouds, with no wings I'ma fly, oh fly away. Fly away, fly away, fly away, oh fly.
Every single place I go, people call me foreign. Laying low lately, that don't mean I can't be sorry. Other side of the globe, somewhere I ain't never been. I was searching everywhere, forgot to look within. Now I understand the world is bigger than the block, yeah. Used to play hot, lava posted at the park, yeah. Now my Akis carry lava cause the block is hot, yeah. Where did all the years go? Can't change the past, but our future yet to unfold. Gotta keep myself driven, ever neutral. I've been writing with a purpose, so I speak it for my soul. Gotta do this for my youngest till the day I die. Even if I don't succeed, I can say I tried. You see a smile, cause the pain we just tryna hide. Just tryna show my people you don't need no wings to fly. The older I get, the harder I fall. My dreams were so big, even though I was small. I was told that I can't, but I'm still gonna try. Now I'm up in the clouds, with no wings I'ma fly, fly away, fly away, fly away.
When disaster strikes, families lose everything in an instant. Homes destroyed, communities displaced. Hope fades into uncertainty. Our Global Emergency Fund ensures we respond without delay, delivering food, water, shelter, and healthcare to families in need. To support our Global Emergency Fund, visit islamicrelief.org.za.
Simplex Radio, we're celebrating our 67th birthday with our biggest sale yet.
Grab a Samsung 65-inch 4K Smart TV for just 7,499. That's 1,500 Rand off.
Or go bigger and save 2,000 Rand on a Samsung 75-inch for only 9,999.
Save 500 Rand on the Skyward 43-inch Smart LED TV, 3,399.
Or the Sinotech 32-inch LED TV, just 1,499.
Get a free soundbar delivery and installation with the Skyward 100-inch Google TV at just 29,999.
Hurry down. Open Sunday, 28th June.
Simplex Radio, the name you can trust.
Listen up, Al Ansar family. Dawood Mega Boutique's second birthday celebration is here, and we're dropping the Golden Mystery Envelope Challenge. Tune in every day from Tuesday to Saturday to grab your daily clue word. Put all 5 words together to unlock the secret phrase. Collect your clues daily, get that phrase ready, and stay tuned to Al Ansar to win big. Got your 5 secret words ready for the Dawood Mega Boutique Birthday Challenge? Here's what you do this Sunday, June 28th. The Al Ansar team will be live at Dawood Mega Boutique, Saxony Westwood Mall from 10 a.m. sharp. The first 5 people to find us and give us the correct final phrase instantly win a golden mystery envelope packed with surprises. See you this Sunday at 10 a.m. at Dawood Mega Boutique, Saxony Westwood Mall.
Radio Al Ansar will be broadcasting live from the Habibia Sufi Saab Darbar Riverside for their daily Muharram programs for the first 10 days of Muharram. The Ashura Day programs commence from the Dua of Ashura at 9:30 a.m., followed by their main Ashura program from 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is broadcasting to you live from the Habibia Sufi Saab Darbar Riverside.
It's Thursday. You're halfway there. Here is your third clue for the Dawood Mega Boutique Golden Mystery Envelope Challenge. If someone asks where the party is happening, what 2-letter word would you use to describe the location? Save that word and don't miss tomorrow's clue.
This Women's Day, every mosque tells a story. Al Ansar Outreach and Radio Al Ansar proudly present Her Mosque, Her Story.
Join us for an unforgettable day filled with inspiration, delicious food, laughter, comedy, exciting prizes, and heartfelt moments, and get to meet your favorite female presenters.
Tickets are only 300 Rand and every ticket helps support our Slice of Life drive.
Call Outreach today on 031 208 1601 to book your seat for the 8th of August.
Her Mosque, Her Story, because behind every smile, every struggle, every success lies a story waiting to be told.
And remember, she's all that.
It's our 2nd anniversary and Dawood Mega Boutique is celebrating 2 years of quality, value and community. You're invited to join us for a wonderful, fun-filled family day in store. Bring the kids along for a day packed with exciting in-store competitions, awesome free giveaways and delicious free tasters of your absolute favorites. We're rolling out never-to-be-repeated deals across the entire store. Plus, don't miss our urgent, unmissable, hourly specials on specific items. Once that hour is up, they're gone. Get unmatched value from our premium butcher, our fresh deli, crisp fruit and veg, and of course, our massive frozen food selections. It's your complete grocery destination all under one roof. Mark your calendars, bring the whole family down and leave happy. Dawood Mega Boutique, 2 years of serving you with excellence, and we are just getting started.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African, and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
We'd love to meet you. Pay us a visit. Radio Al Ansar.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
Getting you through your day. Radio Al Ansar.
I kiss in the World Cup unite. I kiss gotta play and win tonight. But all glory goes to Allah, that's right. Let's go, let's go. So many Muslims in countries and cities, New York to Cairo. We stand as one team. They play for the Ummah. They're representing Salah Dembele. Muslims be winning, Muslims be united. Every single day we stand together in every kind of way. Saudi to Qatar, Jordan, Iraq, Senegal, Morocco, Egypt's in the World Cup. I kiss in the World Cup unite.
Call us now on 0861 904 904.
Hockey's in the World Cup, and that is Omar Issa World Cup vibes. Yeah, South Africa 1, South Korea 0. Yeah, I just had to mention that, yeah. All right, this weekend, if you don't know where to go, well, the Dawood Mega Boutique is hosting a great second anniversary celebration, and they're giving away lots of awesome prizes. You and your family can go and participate. I'm getting a call, but we haven't opened up the lines as yet. I think this call is for you. Spoonie is going to handle that call. Shout outs to whoever's calling right now. All right, let's continue with our show. So, HR for the matter this week. This message came in saying, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Kelly. I joined a company as an administrator. Recently, our management introduced AI software to handle many of the daily tasks. They asked me to train the staff on the new system. Now, I'm worried that I may eventually become replaced. I'm sorry I'm laughing. This is a trauma response. When I laugh in serious matters, it's a trauma response. Okay, so this is a very common concern worldwide. Being replaced either by your colleagues that you end up training or the new employed staff that you will have to train, or AI. So I would like a little bit of clarity on your side. It doesn't say the name here, but it comes under Mandy. Okay, so I'll assume it's from Mandy. Okay. Mandy, if you can just provide us with a little bit more context. Are you afraid of being replaced by AI, or are you afraid of being replaced by the people that you have trained? Because either way, this is a worldwide concern. Very common in the workplace. People often will do better than you, okay, while learning from you. I'm sorry, it is very harsh, but that's the reality and that's the truth. It happens in businesses, it happens at school, it happens everywhere. People copy you and then do better than you because they have to outperform you to keep your position. Okay, so you have to understand a few things. If it's a human being that you are being worried of being replaced by, there are certain techniques that will require you to remain authentic. And if you operate within your authenticity, you're not easily replaced, because that will require you to constantly evolve, to constantly share your sincerity with the world. And that is what we need more than anything in the world. Okay, because lots and lots of businesses are just copy and paste right now. They don't have a storyline. They don't have a story that we can relate to, that we can connect to, that we can feel like we want to become part of that community. But if it is AI that you're worried about, then worry not, because often AI will replace the tasks that people do. We've been saying this for the longest of time, and there's no need for you to fear. It's the truth. You just have to well prepare yourself, and you have to strategically position yourself. If it is AI that you are worried about, then you won't be replaced as a human being. Those tasks will be taken by the AI. But again, you being valuable in the community or in society means you constantly have to evolve alongside with the workplace changes or with whatever changes that the world requires of you. We literally say this every single Thursday, but I have no problem repeating it again just one more time. Now, what happens is the first thing you always need to know is what are those tasks that you are doing that you're worried people will replace you, or your colleagues will copy you, or maybe steal your ideas. These are very common words in the workplace. Oh my God. Once you identify what is that is putting you at risk of losing your position or your job, then it's easier for you to now know how you can advance or how you can progress or how you can become better at what you are doing. But one thing I always love is for people to not remain stagnant, so the argument here shouldn't be how should I protect my job or how should I protect my position, unless they're paying you really good money and you're happy with where you are and the work environment is healthy and growth is encouraged there. Then yeah, sure, you can by all means wish to remain in that same position doing the same things that you love so much. But other than that, always open yourself up to growth, always expose yourself to growth, and there is no harm in growing bigger than what you thought you are, because sometimes growth can scare us too before it scares the people around us. You're not sure if the world will be able to interpret or receive you well, but there's no need to be afraid. You'll have to do it to find out. Okay, so I think the first thing would be to identify what is that you're afraid of losing, or what are those tasks or skills that you feel that everybody around you has now copied from you. Once you have that, then now you can learn how to grow from it, or how to advance it, or how to expand. Okay, and the other thing is to expose yourself always. I believe in exposure. Exposure has done wonders for me, subhanallah. There's some rooms that I've been welcomed in that rewired my entire brain chemistry, so I feel it's very important for us to outgrow things, outgrow people, outgrow places, so that we can grow and become better. And that will require you to first believe in exposure. You can always learn. Be willing to learn how to do maybe project coordination, learn to do communication. I say communication is literally the best thing that I can ever advise anyone. If there was one thing that I can advise you on, is be an expert in communication, master communication. It will change your life. It will improve your relationships. It will do wonders for you as a business, as an organization, as an entity, as a person, as an individual. Just focus on business, communication, and problem solving skills and leadership skills. These are kind of skills that are not easily copied or replaced, because they require you to include your authenticity. Like I mentioned in the beginning, they require you to expose yourself to the world, okay? Because it comes with different styles and different approaches. We all cannot do the same way of communication. We all cannot do the same ways of leadership. We all cannot do the same ways of problem solving skills. It requires your individuality in it. And that's your mark. Like I say every day, every Thursday before I end the show, is find your purpose and leave your mark. Your mark is your trademark, your signature, your you. Okay, and you need to include that in everything that you do. But the question we're asking you today is, how can we deal with the loneliness pandemic that we are experiencing? 0609041056. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Kelly. I think we are lonely because of social media. You know what? I did mention that majority of the people will blame social media, and it's okay. Social media plays a part in it because we have now shifted our, our human desires, our human needs, because we need each other. Human beings need human beings. We need that connection socially, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Yeah. And so when we prioritize something else that is not natural, there's always a void there, you know. So I guess that's one of the answers. I understand why you say social media. But I'm going to need more constructive answers, okay? I need somebody to tell me, why do you think we are experiencing a pandemic? Is this a call for me? All right, we're about to find out if the call is for me right on air. Assalamu alaikum, you are live on Radio Al Ansar.
You're speaking to Zia Khan.
Yes, Zia.
Maaf, I'm calling. I'm wondering, I was told that I could give Radio Al Ansar a call to ask if there would be any assistance into providing some food for the people that's leaving Mount View side, going the foreign people, if they are able to get some food, because they've been waiting outside for like quite a while and they are small children and stuff.
Zia, thank you so much for your call, for showing that you care about humanity. Yes, Al Ansar is involved with the situation on the ground in many ways. Alhamdulillah, we've also been playing a part in the food distribution, bread, water. We also working along with other developed organizations. I can, however, call you after the show, because then I will direct you to the people that are physically on the ground.
No problem. That's no problem. I would appreciate that, because I mean they're really small kids and they've been out in the hot sun, and there's not much I could offer, but a little care is what I would personally want to do. And if there's any help required, I'm willing to be there to help.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. May Allah bless you abundantly. That is exactly what we need. We need the community to come forward. We need them to step forward and say, hey, I'm willing to help. Let me know what is required, what is needed. Yeah, I'll call you after the show, and we'll hand you the contact details of the people that are involved on the ground, and maybe you can work with them. Or if you're listening to and you're like, listen, Kels, I too want to know how I can contribute. We're advising people, if it's food that you want to contribute to, go and distribute it there. Okay, there are some drop-off points. We as Al Ansar don't have a drop-off point as yet when it comes to food. With regards to blankets, I was told that there are other organizations that are tending to that. I haven't really been involved as much after they left Sherwood, because we were involved with the repatriation. And so there are some things that me as Kelly don't have the actual details, but we can always find the right details and get back to you. We have people that are on the ground from our team, as well as in collaboration with other developed organization, and inshallah we will share those details with you. Yesterday on Zahir's show, if I do recall, because I was listening, the CEO, among the people that were involved and are still involved in the assisting of our brothers from different countries, or from Malawi, if I'm being specific. He did share the journey and ways that we can assist. I will just have to trace back on the actual information, or the correct information rather, and then come and share it back to you. Right, continuing. We were talking about ways that you can become better, and how we received a message from Mandy, who had fears that she was going to be replaced in the workplace. This being a career show, we advise her that it is always best to expose herself to growth by remaining interested in learning and evolving, and hopefully that will allow her to learn more necessary skills so that she becomes a greater influence, or maybe just a valuable member. Influence doesn't require you to become an influencer. Okay, influence can always happen behind the scene. Influence can happen in your community, in your home, in your little circle of 2-3 people, but having to speak with with precision. Okay, having to be precise, concise, and clear in your communication, that kind of thing. So when I say influence, I really don't mean influence. I just had to put it out there in case somebody misinterpreted or didn't understand. But it is true, there is a lot of fear among young people when it comes to the fear of becoming obsolete. obsolete, and having to worry about losing their jobs or becoming replaceable. Unfortunately, it is so sad because there was a message sometime back, I think many months back, where there was a lady, or was it a guy? I'm so sorry if I forgot who you are gender wise. I know it matters to some people. There was a guy, I think. Yes, it was a guy. And he had to undergo operational surgery. But he couldn't, unfortunately, because of the fear of being replaced. So yes, it is very serious that some people are willing to jeopardize their health, and prioritize their jobs, unfortunately, over everything else, including their well-being. I am getting a few messages on my side that are not in communication to the topic that we're having, and it's speaking about other workplace dramas. I want to take on that role or that task, but I fear that we might divert. There was a message here that says, Salams, I too... What? Okay, I can't see. I'm sorry, I can't see. Okay, I too misplaced. Okay, I'm just reading it as it is. I too misplaced at workplace. Okay, I think you probably meant that you too were replaced in your workplace. Okay, I think that's what it means. All right, there's a whole lot more coming right to you, wherever you're listening from, or wherever you're listening at here on Al Ansar. Thank you for tuning in.
Tonight, a child in a shack will try to sleep through the cold. No heating, no insulation, just thin walls and a biting cold. African Muslims Agency is on the ground, reaching families in informal settlements across South Africa with blankets and winter essentials. Help us spread warmth this winter. For 180 Rand, give a blanket. For 360 Rand, a full winter pack. One gift, one less night in the cold. Africa Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
The Al Ansar Foundation will be distributing kitcha and chicken akni this Friday, the 26th of June, the day of Ashura, 2:30 p.m. at the Al Ansar Hall, 189 West Road. Kindly bring your own containers.
اللهم انصر إخواننا المستضعفين على أرض فلسطين. اللهم انصر إخواننا المستضعفين على أرض فلسطين. اللهم حرر المسجد الأقصى من اليهود الغاصبين. اللهم انصر إخواننا المرابطين على أرض فلسطين. اللهم شد أزرهم وسدد رميهم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم الطف بإخواننا في كل مكان يذكر فيه اسمك يا أرحم الراحمين. استنصروك يا الله فانصرهم. اللهم ارحم الضعفاء والفقراء والمساكين والأيتام والنازحين والمشردين والأسرى يا أرحم الراحمين.
اللهم أنج المستضعفين من المسلمين في فلسطين. اللهم كن لهم عونا ونصيرا. اللهم كن لإخواننا المرابطين في المسجد الأقصى. اللهم كن لهم ولا تكن عليهم. اللهم فرج همهم، نفس كربهم، داوي جرحاهم، عاف مبتلاهم، اشف مرضاهم، ارحم موتاهم، تقبل شهداءهم.
The names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is proudly brought to you by Turkiya, the Modest Boutique, 580 Ridge Road, Demure Couture for the discerning.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is al-Wadud, and al-Wadud means the loving. And he pairs in Surah Al-Buruj this amazing pairing where he says, وَهُوَ الْغَفُورُ الْوَدُودُ. He is the forgiving and he is the loving. And a lot of people would simply stop just at asking for Allah's forgiveness. They don't dare to ask for Allah's love because of everything that they've done. But this pairing shows us that there is nobody who is not only beyond being forgiven by Allah, but being loved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if a person wants to be loved by Allah, like there's nobody on this earth who is beyond being loved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and forgiven by Him. And if a person wants to be loved by Allah, then they simply have to follow the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because Allah says, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهِ, because anybody will claim to love God. The claim is easy. But Allah says, if you love Allah, then follow me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will love you. قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهِ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهِ.
The names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is proudly brought to you by Turkiya, the Modest Boutique, 580 Ridge Road, Demure Couture for the discerning.
Turkiya brings to you the Modest Boutique, where elegance meets style and exclusivity meets you. Come in and view our personally handpicked range of exceptional quality garments for every occasion, from timeless classics to the latest trends in a range of fabrics to suit your taste. Abayas, top coats, dresses, scarves, and accessories. Let us bring out the diva in you. We offer you a truly relaxing shopping experience, secure on-site parking, open 7 days a week. Follow us on Instagram at Turkiya_Dublin or call 083-786-1065. Turkiya, Demure Couture for the discerning, 580 Ridge Road.
Radio Al Ansar, Durban 90.4 FM, Peter Maritzburg 105.6 FM.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani. It is Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani every Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m. only on 90.4 FM Radio Al Ansar. We are live and taking your messages, calls live. All right, so today's soft skill is going to be something that many people do not speak about in the open because it is considered a taboo. Okay, it is the ability for you to build a network. It is the ability for you to build a community. It is the ability for you to build genuine relationships, but of course with mutual interest, okay, or mutual value. Now, the soft skill goes by various names, but today we're going to call it as is, and that is social capital. Now, many people love being on the receiving end. When they meet somebody of influence, of status, immediately they think to themselves, what can I get from this person? What can I do to allow this person to get something done for me? That's not what you would like to begin with, okay? Because the rule is always simple. Support others before needing their support. It's that simple. Build a relationship first. Let them trust you. Let them be able to rely on you before you start asking for favors, okay? And we'll tell you how to do this because we've got a few minutes before we wrap up the show, okay? So social capital is your ability to build genuine relationships that create mutual value, because people need people. Whether you're a company, whether you're an organization, whether you're an entity, whether you're an individual, you need people to get from point A to point B. All right. And so it is important that you learn how to build a social capital. The first thing will always be to learn how to socialize. There's so many coaches on TikTok and Instagram that will teach you how to dress like old money and new money and whatever. You cannot dress yourself into a circle, unfortunately. That's the truth. But you can socialize your way there. Yeah. So you need to learn how to introduce yourself at events, at social gatherings, how to make eye contact, how to stand up straight, how to always introduce yourself with your full name, by the way, and the likes. Okay. There's a whole course about that, and we can't do it right now because we're out of time. Then you need to remember names. It's very important that you remember who's who, okay? Please remember names. If you want to do the extra homework and just search them on LinkedIn or any social media platform where it has some information about what they do or who they are, that too would count. It would go a long way. And then the other thing would be to follow up after meetings. Depending on where you meet them, you might want to follow up and meet them outside of that circle or that environment by hosting, host them for dinner, lunch, whatever it is, and build some sort of connection, some sort of relationship, okay? But the rule is you need to be reliable too. People don't buy from just anyone. these days. Okay. They buy from people who sell them a story that they can relate to, that they feel a part of, that they want to empower. Okay. So you need to have great service. That matters a lot. You need to have great rapport. Okay. You need to be able to communicate with an individual, make them feel worthy, So there are some skills that you need to develop on your end to be able to be considered reliable. I am quite shocked. I was introduced recently to a world of favors. I didn't know this world existed. And it's eye-opening, how far people get because of the help of other people, and I'm learning as I'm going on this journey, but more importantly, I'm taking down notes and I'm coming to share them with you. Not everything now, okay, but the necessary. I want you to grow, and I want you to become the best version of yourself, and I want you to become a valuable member of the community, because we believe in community building here on this show. I wish I can tell you more, but that will be it for this week. So look up social capital, look up how to develop this soft skill, and inshallah it will take you places. It will take you very far. Again, people need people. So if you've been operating as an island, it's about time we end that, okay? And you'll see some changes. You'll see some improvement, hopefully, inshallah, by the grace of Allah, because everything comes from Allah first and foremost. We need to shift our minds by saying, I'm here because of my hard work, or I'm here because of somebody that I know that knows somebody that got me somewhere. No, it's not true. You're there because Allah had willed for you to be there. And if we begin by glorifying Allah's wisdom and help in all that we do first, then we will be great individuals as well as great worshippers. That's it from me for this week. I urge you to be a member of community, okay? So do not isolate yourself. Always play a part in making our community better, not just the Muslim community, okay? Because some people's help is restricted to only people of their own color, people of their own race, people of their own religion. No, every human being is in need, and if they are in need of something you can offer, why not? All right, that's it for this week. I want to thank Sponiso for his help. I want to thank you who's been listening. I want to thank those that have been watching. And we say to you,